Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. This is Itachi9695.
And I am Cody Kid 1993, and we're here with a Mario Kart video because
Yeah,
Mario Kart.
because they put this thing out there out of just nowhere. Like they did not announce this prior to prior to today. They just like all of a sudden. I went on Facebook this morning, and like one of the first things I see is, oh yeah, by the way, here's a Mario Kart 8 direct. What? It's like, when did you? What?
Magic.
Magic. But yeah,
Hey, look,
it literally like came out of nowhere. It was just here's a
Nintendo do
direct.
something right this year.
Yeah.
Nintendo, they're gonna do something right this year.
Hey, I didn't mind though, because like this is more information on a game I was already gonna get anyway, so why not? But anyway, so yeah,
True.
they revealed like a bunch of information, some of which some people might have known about before or might have figured out, but
Nobody cares.
well, but for me it was all pretty much new information because I didn't really like update myself on it very often, didn't really watch any of the trailers. I knew about, some of the new characters, but they did introduce two new characters, which we'll talk about in a little bit, that were introduced that I did not see coming. Anyway, um, so yeah, Mario Kart 8. It's gonna be on the Wii U, of course.
Yeah, and it's a Mario Kart game. What else? What else really needs to be said about that?
However, like how in like Mario Kart 7 they introduced the gimmick of, the gliders and the underwater sections.
Uh-huh.
Well, they are bringing those back, but their new gimmick now is anti-gravity.
Yay,
It
anti-gravity.
actually looks pretty cool though, because like what happens is like you go over these specific sections of the track, and your wheels just kind of like turn into the anti-gravity wheels, and you're able to like easily drive along any surface. And one of the things they showed off that you'll be able to use this for is like if you bump into someone or bump into an object, you'll like spin around and get a boost.
That
Like
actually sounds pretty cool.
it is cool. Like I actually saw it in action. Like I saw the characters like bump like 3 times, and they like every time they got a spin boost. It was pretty awesome.
Of course, if someone learns how to break the game and use that to their advantage,
Well,
well,
well, the thing is,
better
it would all depend on like how crowded of an area you're in, or like where the objects are placed in the anti-gravity sections that will allow you to do that. Because like it's not like there are items all around it. Like you can't use, say, like a banana peel to like get the spin boost because the banana peel will still act like the banana peel, you know.
yeah.
But I mean, like there are specific objects placed specifically on the track for things like that. Like there are these little screw-like things in one of the stages. But anyway.
But here's some mod for you. I already got a mod. That's what it's going to come out with for you. They're going to have the anti-gravity. Well, it's not really a mod, but it's going to be kind of broken. They're going to anti-gravity hit somebody and just hit the boost that they already got. I can see that happening a lot.
Well, maybe. But
Maybe.
one thing I did enjoy seeing in this was the fact that they actually figured out how to balance the carts versus the bikes. Because in Mario Kart Wii, it was pretty obvious, the bikes were by far the superior vehicle. There was really no
Yeah,
reason to use a cart.
it really just depends on what you wanted to use. The bikes, I use the cart sometimes. It just depends on what you want to use. I mean, there was the Star Bike, which was like was supposed to be the highest level bike, but you can win with anything. I mean, depending on what you wanted to use and when you were using it, it just all really depended on who you were racing against and the competition. Like,
I mean, I
they all were
suppose.
really varied anyway.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, like, from what I could tell, like, from my experience anyway, the bikes were just the
Yeah.
superior vehicle. I mean, because they were faster. You could always get that little wheelie boost thing going, and they were just kind of
Yeah,
broken, But in
it
Mario,
was
but
it was really good.
however, in Mario Kart 8, what they've done now is they've somehow managed to balance it out so that way, like on straightaways, the kart is superior, but on the curves, like if you're like making a whole bunch of like curves and such, the bike is superior. So I do like the idea that that's what they're going with, and that's how they're balancing this. Um, so I honestly just don't mind that at all. I mean, it will actually give me a reason to try out both the cart and the bike, you know?
I'm sticking with DK. I don't care.
Anyway, but let's move on to items. Why not?
Okay, let's talk about my favorite first then. The Horn of Immortality.
The super horn, yes, that is probably by far the greatest weapon they unveiled in this game ever because it is the only item that can defeat the dreaded blue shell. The only one.
That and that and drifting into second, just so that you avoid the shell.
Well, but the thing is, I mean, you don't have to do that anymore if you have a super horn. Like if you have a super horn in your inventory when the blue shell's
That's
coming
what I
for
mean.
you, you can just hold on to that horn and then use it just as the shell's like above you and like circling around you, which I thought was pretty cool because
But how long can you have it for? Like,
what the
how
I
long is it really gonna hover over you though?
oh, it hovers over
Before
you for
like,
about a second, I think, like a second or two, something like that. But you'll always hear it coming
that's
anyway. But
yeah,
the thing is, you always hear it coming. 'Cause it's like, "Nyeh, nyeh, nyeh, nyeh."
yeah, that's true.
But yeah, that was that. But other items, phew, other items they introduced were, of course, the Crazy Eight, which is kind of like, which is kind of like the Lucky Seven from Mario Kart 7, just another item. Eight items.
They didn't play Mario Kart 7, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, it was pretty good. In my
The
opinion,
last
better
one,
than Wii, but that's me. I did not like Mario Kart Wii.
it was because it was controls for you, though, I believe.
Yeah, it,
More
it
than
really was. I mean, it just. Anyway, let's not. We can save that for later discussion. Um, as for this one, it looks really good. Um, I mean, the Crazy Eight's basically the same as the Lucky Seven, so I can just skip past that one. Another item they introduced was the Boomerang Flower, which has been in Mario 3D Land, 3D World. Uh, you know, Boomerang. Pretty self-explanatory. You throw it and it comes back. You can use it 3 times in Mario Kart 8.
and they brought Rainbow Road back.
Oh, yeah, they always bring Rainbow Road back though. They always There are two tracks that are always in Mario Kart. Bowser's Castle and Rainbow Road. You don't
Rainbow Road wasn't in there for Wii, though, was it?
Dude, Rainbow Road has been around since the very beginning.
Really?
Yeah. Super Mario Kart had a Rainbow Road. Mario Kart 64 had a Rainbow Road. Super Circuit had a Rainbow Road. Double Dash had a Rainbow Road. Wii had a Rainbow Mode.
Wow.
DS had a Rainbow Mode. 7 had a Rainbow Road. And now eight's gonna have a Rainbow Road.
Cool. Not
But
really. I hate that.
I like Rainbow Road as like an idea. It's the final stage. It's supposed to be really difficult. You know,
That's true.
I like Rainbow Road personally, and I really like
But
the
it's just one of
track
those
that
tracks.
plays along with Rainbow Road. I really like the Rainbow Road track. That's amazing.
Music you made, yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of music, they actually did showcase a bit of that, but I'll talk about that in a little bit because there's another item they introduced as well, the Piranha Plant.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
That was my fault. I sidetracked before we got to that.
No, it's
Yeah.
it's fine. But basically, what the Piranha Plant will do is it'll like automatically like chomp anything in its way. I don't know how long it lasts. I don't know how many chomps it can do. But it'll automatically like it'll chomp a nearby enemy, it'll chomp a banana peel, it'll like just you know, it'll just chomp everything.
And we got the boomerang.
Yeah, well, we already talked about boomerang,
Oh, I
but
missed that part. I was too
but yeah, yeah, but basically with the boomerang, you throw it, and like you can hit people like when like on the first throw or when it's coming back, and you do that three
busy.
times. So it's a pretty cool weapon, I suppose.
That'll probably be my favorite.
No, my favorite is the super horn. Because like you can
Yeah.
blast your enemies away and you can destroy the blue shell with it. I mean, just okay, you know what? Just the fact that it can destroy the blue shell alone is enough for me to say it's my favorite weapon in the game.
Yeah, but really, I've never really had that much problem for the blue shell anyway, because I win a lot.
Well, yeah.
But also, like, I mean, really, how many times are you gonna get the blue shell to be able to use it?
Well, you pretty much have to be in like a lower position, and a lot of times I'll find that on the higher difficulties they will start getting blue shells in the lower difficulty in the lower sections, and they'll be throwing them at you at least once per race probably. So you know. I mean, it's all
Maybe.
random anyway, but I mean, like, usually if you're in last place, you have a much better chance of getting a blue shell or a really or some other really good item, compared to when you're in first place when all you get are like shells and banana peels.
Yeah.
That's the
My
only
favorite,
bad thing
my
about being
favorite
in
power,
first.
my favorite thing about being in last is Bullet Bill.
Bullet bill, yeah.
Yeah, he
And,
rockets you up to the front.
I don't think I've seen that item in any of the trailers. But then again, I didn't really watch many of them, so who knows? They could still be in there. They probably are. Anyway.
So, what do you think about the new Bowser Castle?
Bowser's Castle looks like it's going to be a pretty awesome stage. It's Bowser's Castle. I mean, what else can you really say about it?
It evolves more every time they make this game.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well, really,
yeah. But I
more
mean,
graphic
yeah.
stuff, you know. But yeah,
And yeah, pretty much everything that you would like, expect in a Bowser's Castle level is there. And I actually remember, I think I remember seeing there was this giant Bowser statue thing that was like punching the track at one specific part. It's kind of cool.
yeah, like that was like Bowser shooting the Bowser mouse shooting fireballs at you in Wii U.
Yeah,
It was probably something like that,
something
trying to
like
throw your game off.
yeah, something like that. Um, but anyway,
Now when they start,
yeah.
now when they start giving you lives, I would actually start worrying about that.
I don't
But
think they're
they
gonna
start
do
giving
that.
you, yeah.
Any- Anyway, let's move on to the. You know what? I'll just go ahead and talk briefly about the music I heard. That was just awesome. Like they played like three different songs from the game, and it was just
I mean, that's just it.
well, yeah, but I mean like it's just it's just it's just amazing. Like I mean, like I do have a bit of a soft spot for like jazzy pieces, and like the music that they played was kind of jazzy because like they use like saxophones, brass. I think like the one string instrument they had through the entire thing was like this. I believe it was a bass guitar. Don't please music experts don't hate me for that because I know nothing about the different types of guitars.
I wasn't really paying attention to the music. I was more worried about the actual video.
Yeah, well, still, but I mean, like they had like an entire like what 5 minute section dedicated to like the music medley that they played, and I really liked that. It's like, hey, here's a selection of music from the game. Enjoy, and I did.
So what up?
Okay, now let's talk about the new characters that have been introduced. First of all, I don't know if you've heard about this. You probably have, but just to be sure, um, the 7 Koopalings are going to be playable characters.
There's 7 of those?
Yeah, the Koopalings, yeah. Lemmy, Roy, Ludwig, Wendy, um, who are the others? Uh, I can't remember the others right now, but the 7 Koopalings from Mario Bros. 3, Mario World, the new Super Mario Bros. Wii U, those the Koopa kids are back, so I don't mind. Um,
Yeah.
but anyway, so but now let's just move on to the other characters that were just announced. First of all, Baby Rosalina, because why not? I guess.
Because Rosalina's the only princess who ever did anything.
Well, no. Here's the thing: they already invented a Baby Peach and a Baby Daisy specifically for Mario Kart, and now there's a Baby Rosalina. However,
Actually, I think they created the babies because there was already a baby Mario and a baby Luigi for
yeah,
some reason. So I
no,
think they had to create them.
the Baby Mario and Baby Luigi were actually from Yoshi's Island.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I think once they made those two, they had to make the rest of the cast like that
Yeah.
too.
Well,
For fake.
not all of them,
That's just
but anyway. But the one that
most
kind
of
of
them.
caught me off guard, and I was like, "Whoa!" I really didn't see, Baby Rosalina coming, but I kind of understood it. But with this one, I
Yeah.
was just like, "D- okay." Here's what they did. You know how we have Metal Mario?
Uh-huh.
Pink, gold, peach. Basically, Metal Peach.
Face palm.
I don't know why. I just don't know why.
There's no reason for that.
Uh,
But let them do it anyway. I
hey,
mean, she was turned into a statue before, but I guess.
I, to be honest, whatever. I don't care. I'm probably not going to use her that much anyway, so why do I care?
Because you are.
I am Ouija.
Luigi #1.
I am Ouija.
And of course, I am DK because DK.
Yeah, but
I like being the bad guy. I'm either DK or I'm Bowser. I like being the bad guys. I don't know.
yeah. I mean, I'll play with other characters occasionally, like Yoshi, Mario.
Sonic.
Sonic is not in Mario Kart.
They're thinking about it.
I would have had to punch someone at Nintendo in the face if they did that. I love Sonic, but he doesn't need to be in everything.
Yes, he does.
There are some things Sonic just needs to stay away from.
Well, they already made All-Star Racing, so I'm just figuring sooner or later they're gonna mix the two up.
I think at
That's
some
just my
point,
thought.
I think at some point they may consider doing a Sonic Mario Kart, a Sonic and Mario Kart crossover or something. But it'll be its own separate thing. Like it won't be it won't be considered a Mario Kart game, but it won't really be considered a Sonic and Sega All Stars racing game. It'll just kind of be Mario versus Sonic in kart racing. You know,
It'll be another Olympic Games.
another. Yeah, that's one thing I'm getting really tired of. But we can talk about that
Everybody.
later. But we can talk
But
about
yeah,
that at a later date.
that's the Mario Kart.
Yeah, that's the Mario Kart discussion. That's all I can think of at the moment. The direct itself was pretty cool. I mean, it got me more hyped for the game than I already was, so it did its job.
That's the funny thing. Like, they haven't even really announced the game yet, and people probably already pre-ordered it.
This guy. I pre-ordered it like a few weeks ago, actually.
It's like, hey guys, you notice it's coming a year from now, so pre-order it now, even though they haven't talked about it yet.
Yeah. Well, it's coming out like next month, like literally a month from today. Well, when we record this, this will be going up tomorrow on the 1st of May. So 29 days, guys. Wait, one more thing. Or actually, like two more things. For one thing, apparently, Nintendo's doing this sort of Wii U bundle with Mario Kart 8, where, it includes the Wii U, uh, Mario Kart 8, obviously, and it includes, a Mario Wii remote and a steering wheel peripheral thing. Yeah.
How much is it gonna be?
Believe 329.99, something like that. However, the thing is, and this leads right into the other thing I was going to talk about. If you register the game between the day it comes out and July 31st, um, you actually get another game for free. So basically, if you get the bundle between then and July 31st, what you'll basically be doing is you'll be getting a Wii U, Mario Kart 8, and another game for about 330 bucks. So that means like that's pretty much like 120 bucks worth of games, you know, and then the console.
And then we party because we party.
And we party you. No, I'm not getting that one as my free game. I hope not. I hope they don't do it like a random selection thing, because that would suck. Because I'm really looking at getting Wind Waker HD for that game.
Yeah. Pikmin 3, Wind Waker HD, we
Mario
party.
and New Super Mario Bros. U. Those are the four games that they said that were gonna be available for that deal. But that's pretty cool. I mean, because like all those games, I believe, are about 60 bucks right now if you went and bought them at retail or bought them in the eShop. So this is actually a really good deal if you were planning on getting Mario Kart 8 and hadn't gotten one of those games yet, but were planning to. So, I mean, because I planned on getting Wind Waker HD at some point anyway, but this just gives me, this is basically saying, well, now you're gonna get, Mario Kart 8 and Wind Waker HD on the same day. Congratulations.
But you've already got a Wii U.
Yes, I do. But I'm not getting the bundle. All you got to do is register your copy of Mario Kart 8. So basically, I'll be getting two games for 60 bucks. Two $60 games for 60 bucks. So I'm basically paying 30 bucks for each game.
And yes, we're professionals, guys. So deal with it. No, I'm kidding. Really
Yeah,
not.
yeah.
So this might be coming to you later. You might not have seen the. You might not have seen the Nintendo Direct yet. If you haven't, go watch it. If you have, well, thanks for watching our video.
Yeah.
Check back later for more videos.
Yeah, check back later.
Like it.
Subscribe wherever YouTube put the freaking subscribe button.
Yeah.
It could be up there, it could be over there, it could be over there. Yeah.
Because by
YouTube.
this time tomorrow, Google Plus.
Exactly. Anyway,
Thank
so
you.
so yeah, just remember hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you guys later.